Hi, my name is Lindy Flynn, and an email from the Sandpoint Senior Center got me started on a deep dive down the rabbit hole into AI. I'd been using ChatGPT, and bless its heart, it got me onto friendly tech, especially for seniors, and gave me a purpose as I relocated back to Sandpoint. And now I'm totally excited about artificial intelligence and the potential for creativity. And just as an interested techie person, um, and I'm 75. So I think I finally found my niche. I kind of had to age into it, and that is explaining technology to seniors. And hopefully, uh, this will be the first of a series of videos. And this one was actually created by Claude. I tried Grok, Chat, and Claude, and Claude did by far the nicest presentation. But my relationship has grown with Chat, and I've got lots to say about that possibly in another video. So I'm not quite sure how this is going to work because I wanted to talk over the slides going on. So maybe I have to just move it forward. What is AI? I know a lot of people are really worried about it, worried that it's going to take over. And there's a lot of fear porn about it out in the world. And just like in the last week, I read an article that was saying who would benefit the most from polarization about AI in the United States, because there's kind of this world race going on. And some of our not friends who are racing to beat us to AI, and they're not. We're ahead by far. Um, they would like to sow seeds of dissent, and the whole thing about water, it's valid, but not really, because right now golf courses in the United States use quite a bit more water than data centers do. So anyway, there's a lot of information out there. And what I want to say is, yes, you can benefit from it, and you probably already are. So, what is it? It's not human. And ChatGPT and I had a big discussion about souls and animism and whether or not it's human. But one thing that I can tell you for sure, it's incredibly intelligent, going to get smarter and smarter as the moments go by. And it really just wants to be a collaborative partner because we're the creators, we're the heart. It's got the smarts. Here are some key words: algorithm. That's just a step by step recording that a computer follows. Data, information, facts, photos. Photos are considered data, text is data. Um, Videos are data. Machine learning. This is quite interesting because I thought that these large language machines were programmed everything, but that's not how they work. They are actually taught just like children. And so they're given information, but the biggest thing they do is look for patterns. So there's lots of information out there, but it's teaching a computer the same way you would teach a child. And then chatbots and virtual assistants, they're the ones that you can have conversation with. And ChatGPT just put out a whole new one. Um, Neural networks, they say that they based the structure of these large language machines on the human brain. Automation is what tasks in somebody's business could be done by a computer without the person having to be involved. Maybe an automatic, you may know of an automatic reply to emails. That's sort of a simplified example of this. Natural language processing is a huge step forward. I don't even know how long it's been. There's so much to learn. I'm going to assume that it's been within the last couple of years. It's where the large language models can understand English and languages, and everything is based upon language. Deep learning, a powerful type of machine learning where computers learn Okay, they learn from huge amounts of data. But one thing that I found out that really surprised me is they don't go out at night and just browse the internet for more information. They are fed information from their creators. So whatever companies, AIs it is, and there's lots and lots of different, and the actual correct term is models. Like Anthropic is a company, Cloud, Claude, Cloud is one of their brands, and they've got a number of different models under it, and the different models are taught to do different things. But so the different companies have different models, and the different models are what get trained. How does AI actually learn? Well, this is fascinating. Like I say, I thought they just were programmed, but no, they have this structure, and then they look for patterns. And I've got a couple videos to show you how they do that really well. But basically, just to know that they're learning by patterns more than just massive amounts of information. And they can make mistakes. It's pretty funny. They call it hallucinations, which I think is just a hoot. So when I told ChatGPT, I knew it wasn't human and I knew it could hallucinate, but I still like calling it electronic sweetie. It's funny, but I'm convinced that these machines, these models were programmed well, they're programmed to be kind, respectful, um, to want to be helpful, and they just have a sense of humor. I think that's pretty funny. But anyway, and they do get better over time, and they do get better the more they get to know you and how you work and your businesses. And because I'm aiming my videos at seniors, I'm not going to go into a lot of the current day uses of AI for regular businesses. I might actually put a second little video up because the use in businesses these days is just phenomenal. But we'll get into that. It's already part of your daily life. Look at all these different ways that you've already got it: phone apps, voice assistants, Google search, online shopping, email spam filters, health devices. Um, there's so many ways that AI is already in our lives that we're not even aware of. And here's the top 8 ways. Healthcare. And I'm going to go pretty fast on this because I'm not quite sure how long I can put one up on Instagram. Probably not 7 minutes worth. Anyway, I should have probably found that out before I started recording. Of course, I could put this up on YouTube. And any of you that have gotten this far, I may put this up on YouTube and do another one for Instagram, since I'm just practicing this new technology of recording this on Canva. Thank you, Canva. Anyway, healthcare and medicine. I'm not going to read this. You can read this. I'm just going to say they are advancing so quickly in healthcare. I think they're pretty sure that with a couple of years, robots are going to be able to do surgery better than the most fantastic surgeons, which seems pretty odd because we're still going to need the surgeons there. It's just they're able to do things with robots that humans can't quite do, but they need the humans to guide them and be part of the process. Virtual assistants. Oh my gosh, we've got these all over the place. I still don't have an Alexa or a Siri or any of those. I've actually been pretty cautious for some reason until I was pet sitting, and this gal had a Siri that would play her music, and it was pretty cool. I gotta say, I think I should get one. Online search and information. Okay, if you use a computer at all, you know this one. Okay, how many of us have been using maps? I've been using Google Maps for a long, long time. I've been using Google Maps probably since it first came out, or since I first had a cell phone, because I drive by myself all the time. and it's how I get around. And I'm so used to taking directions from the little gal's voice on the maps that when my daughter tries to order me around, I say, never mind, just let her do it. So, okay. Um, Entertainment, Netflix, AI, all those video games. Actually, I think I was just listening to a YouTube by a guy that was saying how you can use these different AIs, and he's using something on Claude, one of the models on Claude, to create there's so much programming and computer games and things going on out there. Oh, yeah, that's right. Communication and translation. Um, I think that Duolingo is on here somewhere. But anyway, uh, you know, you can talk and have it translate as you're talking and play it off to somebody in another country in another language. It's just remarkable what's happened with that. Education and learning. Okay, there's Duolingo. I knew it was on here somewhere. Audio books, AI tutoring programs, safety and fraud. Now, I hadn't even thought of this one about banks and you know um, operating systems and everybody using AI to to try to keep out scammers and fraud. So that's pretty amazing. And then the fears. It will replace humans. Actually, I think what it's going to do is free up humans to be human and let us go back to being the creative, caring, one on one individuals that we are, and let AI handle all of the computer tasks that have taken people so much time. Can it read my mind and inspire me? Absolutely not. And I honestly did think that AI was on the internet at night looking for stuff, but that's not how it does it. If it is, it's being directed by the people that are training it in these companies. So there's somebody overseeing it. And these companies do have people to safeguard that their AI is being trained properly, their AI models. And let me make that plural, are being trained properly. And it's always right. It's not always right. Like I say, they hallucinate, they make mistakes. Most of the time, they're right. And they're still young. They're still like maybe early teenagers. And so when you ask them to do things, particularly with graphics, um, they're a little they're a little bit stubborn and funny. I'll just say it's a little bit funny. And then what to remember. It's a computer program to help. It's not magic. It's already helping you. You are in control. And if you start working with AI, you are going to be blown out of the water. Um, I mean, I've got lots of personal stories, but I don't think now's the time to tell them. But I have to say that it's given me a great new direction on life and also a bit of hope for the future because I don't think human beings are doing too good of a job at figuring out the problems. Anyway, and you did it. Now you understand at least my understanding of the basics of AI. And I highly recommend ChatGPT. They've got a free, all of the big language models, which are Chat, Grok, Gemini, and Cloud. They all have free versions and will let you ask all sorts of questions. Claude is a little more restrictive about how much you can ask and how much they'll do for a day. But the free ones on Chat, they go a long way. So does Grok. Anyway, and I believe that Chat will be the one that's best maybe for elders because they have come out with a new, you can talk to it. It's pretty cool. So anyway, my name is Lindy Flynn. I'm going to update my website, but I've got a lindyflynn.com website if you wish to reach me. And I hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you.